Welcome, MetaMinders. It's time for the weekly wrap-up, a summary of the articles posted this week on Metaphysiology.com. Meditation Monday ushered in the concept of not being good enough. Many of us struggle with self-worth, holding ourselves to a set of near impossible standards. The psychology behind this feeling reaches back into childhood for the distorted message. All children have a need for love, but parents aren't always equipped to provide the necessary compassion. Stressed or otherwise dysfunctional families react poorly to mistakes and accidents, sending the message that those are bad. When the child performs as expected or better, the parents are more likely to be happy. As those formative experiences repeat, the distorted message seems clear. When I am good enough, I am loved. Meditating on this can be damaging, as the feeling itself will conjure reasons why it's true. To avoid deepening the feeling, we must turn to its opposite. Focus on believing you are good enough, as you are, right now. The perfect self we can imagine can never be who we are. In this moment, you are already perfectly imperfect. You deserve to be loved, flaws and all. Everything is as it should be, including who you are now. Of course, it is important to observe your actions and judgments along the way as well. You are you, and seek to be the best version you can be in every moment. But no matter what, love yourself and accept who you are. Tutelage Tuesday featured Byron Katie again and her method, The Work. I've been pursuing this method for a couple of weeks now and came across the book, I Need Your Love, Is It True? The book certainly follows this week's theme, but does it work? It's always best to try it for yourself and see if the method resonates with you. In my article, there are links to a few helpful videos that may shed some light on the inner conflict of trying to compare or please others. The book mentioned can be a helpful guide to reveal the cause of this particular suffering, as well as ways to resolve feelings of inadequacy from within. Doing the work itself may give insight to helpful solutions as well. But what if it doesn't work? You could persist and try again, but it may just be time to move on. There are many different methods out there. It's okay if it takes some time to find what works for you. If self-help isn't helping, it might be time to consider therapy. Group or one-on-one counseling is often very effective at getting to the heart of individual struggles of self-worth. It may seem like a lot of effort, but you are worth it. One size doesn't fit all, but somewhere out there is a path that will fit you. If you're interested in Byron Katie's book or videos, the link to that article can be found below. Wednesday's Fiction Therapy introduced Ritsu Soma from Fruits Basket. This character portrays an extreme version of the common cycle of anxiety of feeling not good enough. The cycle begins with the fear of messing up and making others upset or not being loved. A voice inside berates and accuses at every turn, evoking guilt and a desire for punishment to make it end its tirade. The cycle ends with self-sabotage, either as a punishment from within or seeking comfort from unhealthy sources. Once the cycle is ended, the fear returns. Take a break from the cycle. Accidents and mistakes happen, but that's not an indicator of your worth at all. To be free of the habit, Toru from Fruits Basket advises you to find your reason to live. Instead of worrying about doing things wrong, focus on connecting with others. Even right now, there is a way you can make a difference in the lives of those around you. A smile, a hug, a wave, and other simple gestures can bring joy to your life and the world. No reason is too small to be worthwhile. Fuel your soul with a passion for filling the world with joy wherever you can. For links to the Fruits Basket anime and manga, check the links for Wednesday's article below. This week's Theology Thursday was about God's love. The ultimate test of feeling good enough is often whether God loves us or not. The concept and practice is individual, as everyone acknowledges the love of the universe differently. The idea of karmic worth exchanged for love or indifference remains the same. If God loves you, then you are good. If not, then you're bad. Many of us have considered whether we're worthy of God's love, but it's less common to wonder if we're bad enough for God's indifference. One perspective that explains this is that we expect God to be keeping score of our goodness, so we don't have to. Is there a link between the psychological feeling of inadequacy and God's love? If the feeling comes from unreasonable parents, is it possible we extend that expectation to God as well? If you'd like to weigh in on the topic, check the links below for Theology Thursday's article and join the discussion. That's all for this week's wrap-up. Hope to see you on Monday, December 10th, 2018 for the start of a new week. Remember to check the links below for articles and resources mentioned in this video. Until next time, stay meta.